Good morning to all of you and my personal greetings on this occasion of celebrating a Yoga Fest in our institute. Respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Sethuraman, and Deans of various faculties of this university, Dean of the Faculty of Medicine, Dr. Ravi Shankar, Dean of the Faculty of Dentistry, Professor Usha Karnanidhi, and Dean of the Faculty of Nursing, Professor Renuka, Registrar, Professor Srinivasan, and all of you here, my hearty welcome to all of you. As you heard, I am Dean of the Allied Health Sciences section of this university for want of anybody else willing to do this job. So I am here in that capacity. I like everything about Allied Health Sciences and being the dean of that faculty, except for having to make speeches. And there are too many of them because all the faculties which come under Allied Health Sciences are so active in arranging functions. So practically on a daily basis, I am making speeches. And the content is more or less same. I only hope that the audience is different so that they have not heard it before. I have introduced like Shakespeare. If you read Shakespeare, you'll remember he said, some are born great. And we have Madan Mohan, who's a congenital expert on yoga. Some acquire greatness, and we have our Vice Chancellor, who's an acquired expert on yoga. And some have greatness thrust on them. And I'm here in between them, trying to hold the fort and make you impatient to listen to the Vice Chancellor. Now, yoga, as you heard from Madan, is a very ancient science. It's no longer just an art. We have strong evidence to support its utility. The Government of India has done a lot to propagate yoga in our institutions and yoga in our society. For many years, the Department of AYUSH of the Ministry of Health, now I think it's a separate ministry or a separate secretary, has been trying to make yoga popular through the national health policy, through the national policy on alternate systems of medicine, and through the Directorate of Health Services, which looks after the medical education, trying to make it part of the curriculum of the MBBS course. So these have been going on for 20 years or more. Because yoga is a field, a discipline, which has a geographic index, a GI mark for India. Because this has originated here and has spread to the world from here. Unfortunately, the world practices yoga much more than we do. And that is the need why the government has to step in and assert itself. Recently, you would have heard or you would have read many policy statements from Government of India encouraging people to come to India and take up studies in yoga. They said they'll fully support doctoral courses for those from abroad who want to come and do yoga in India. They will support institutions which want to run courses on yoga therapy. Short of compelling, they've done everything. And through UGC, there is also a little bit of compulsion because UGC issues circulars saying that yoga is an important part of Indian culture and every institution under the UGC must participate in that. So they've done their bit. Recently, you would have read a statement from Government of India which said that yoga must be taught in all schools which teach physiotherapy. Now that's a mistake, because we don't want to mix yoga with physiotherapy or physical medicine. Yoga is not physical medicine. Yoga is not stretching exercises. Yoga is not fitness schedule. Yoga is much more than that. It is integration of mind and body into one concept. To have the individual vibrations and the cosmic vibrations synchronize so that we realize our full potential. Now, if you say that only physiotherapy institute should run that, that goes counterproductive to what yoga stands for. No, but along with the good, some bad also comes out of Government of India, and that's why they have said physiotherapy should teach yoga. They should have said every institute should teach yoga. It should be part of the compulsory syllabus, the core curriculum of all courses. That has not come, but maybe it will come in future. When it comes, we would have been pioneers, because we in this university have been early birds in this area. We have started a course in yoga therapy. I'm not sure whether we are the first, but we are amongst one or two which are conducting such courses in this country, targeted towards not yoga as a physical discipline, but yoga as a method of intervention for illness. Yoga as a method of promoting salutogenesis or wellness. Yoga which is targeted to individual diseases, where you diagnose the problem and recommend the corresponding asanas. Now that is where we are different. And I think we are the first, but I cannot be sure, because there may be one or two elsewhere also doing these things. But we are certainly the first in having higher degrees in yoga therapy. From this year, we'll have a master's degree. And we'll also be starting doctorate in yoga in this university. That will certainly be the first. And we already have some potential candidates expressing willingness. And I hope when we do that, our footprints in this field will become visible to the whole world, if not to the whole country. We are very lucky that we have a very active faculty in this institute, in the Department of Yoga Therapy. We have Madan Mohan, who is probably one of the few doctorates in science in yoga in the country, leading the CITER. We have Anand Balyogi, whose footsteps in the national field are now becoming visible to everybody. I call him the Virat Kohli of Indian yoga. And we have Meena, who acquired a doctorate recently in yoga, who is also part of the faculty. And with their guidance, I'm sure that we'll rise to very great heights in this department. In this university, we've always sought to promote research in unexplored areas. And one of the unexplored areas in our country is complementary and alternate systems of medicine. So there is a tremendous financial support for research. The management has been very kind and has spent a lot of money on setting up these departments, on encouraging courses in these areas, and for promoting research in these areas. And I publicly wish to acknowledge our debt to the management for support in this field. They have promised to continue to do so. And I am sure with the people at the helm of affairs, in few years' time, SBV will become known for its contribution to alternate and complementary systems of medicine. I wish this festival all success, and I am sure At the end of the day, we'll be all very much wiser than now. We look forward to the celebration of the International Yoga Festival or Yoga Day in June, and I hope to see you all then again. Thank you very much.